What's up guys, it's Ninja Turtle and I'm going to review Ratchet and Clank now, and I'm going to try to make it as short as possible because I don't have much time and I don't want to get into too much because there's really not a whole lot to talk about. It's a fun game, and if you've played Ratchet and Clank before, you know what to expect because it's not that much that was different in the game. This is just a retelling, specifically a retelling of the original Ratchet game. So that was on PS2 back in 2002. Obviously the graphics were what they were at that time and the technology, but this is still the same game, but now it's being told from Captain Quark's perspective. So you're going to get his humor throughout the game as well. He's even telling you how to jump and how to shoot and do all those different things. So it's funny to have that experience, but it's still a Ratchet and Clank game, and it's still the same game that there was back in 2002. There's a few differences, like a few different weapons. There's no skill points here, just like there used to be. You know, because there wasn't a PlayStation trophy achievement sort of thing back then. So now that that's here, there's no point to having that double up on. If you remember the PS3 days where they still had the skill points and they still had the trophies, and then when you got the skill point you got a trophy, there's none of that confusion is there anymore. So that stuff's gone. And then the only other difference I notice is that Chairman Drek's role in the storyline was diminished because it's coming from Quark's perspective. So Chairman Drek plays a significantly lower role, a significantly less role than he did in the original story. He's still in the game and he still does what he does, but he doesn't really come into place until the end of the game, and then you know what happens if you've played before. Regardless, it's still totally a fun game. Tons of different weapons. You still got Ratchet, you still got Clank, you still got the trademark Insomniac humor, you still got all the quite crazy, wacky enemies, and the gameplay is fun and challenging enough for an experienced veteran, as well as open enough for someone that's never played Ratchet to be able to do well and quickly learn how to play the game. There are puzzles, there's plenty of those. Those are relatively easy puzzles, although there are some that are a bit of a head scratcher. Even if you are incapable of figuring some things out, most of the puzzles you can skip. So there is that ability. You can do that. Other than that, it's still totally a fun game. I do recommend it. I love it. I don't know if I'm going to be playing it again anytime soon, but I am going to try it out eventually because I do like getting as much as possible done in games. My overall score, I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. I was leaning towards an 8.7, but I really don't do that, so I'm going to round down to an 8.5. I do want to try to upload that gameplay footage on YouTube. Again, I streamed the entire game on Twitch, so it's going to have my face cam and all that. I'm not sure if I want to do that right now, but we'll see. I might put the highlights of each planet on YouTube so you guys can see how the game goes. Just going to think it over. It's going to take some time, so we'll see. Also, I'm going to be at Indiana Comic-Con next week, which will have lots of different cosplayers and celebrities and artists and writers of comic books. It's going to be very similar to C2E2. Honestly, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on, and I'm going to be very busy. Even in my personal life, so I don't know how much is going to come up and get out and when, but I am going to be there all 3 days, so stay tuned for that, and please be patient for whatever happens over the course of the next couple weeks. But I always appreciate you guys' support, and I'm just going to sign out here. This is Ninja Turtle. Peace. I just want to say thank you for watching this video. If you haven't already, please hit the like button, share the video with whatever social media you have, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We put up all types of videos as well as blog posts on our blog blurdy.com about gaming and comic books and cosplay, movies and TVs. We have reviews, we have previews, We just discuss whatever is happening in our nerdy world. So make sure you go and check us out. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Twitch, so you can watch us play games. And we also have an Instagram account which is 100% dedicated to cosplay. So if you are a cosplayer or just a cosplay lover, make sure you follow us on Instagram. But you're here on YouTube or maybe watching us on our blog, blurdy.com. So while you're here, make sure you start watching this video right here. You're also getting the direct voiceover from Robert Downey Jr., from Scarlett Johansson, from Chris Hemsworth, from Chris Evans, you know, the entire cast. Their dialogue is taken directly from the film and put into this game. Nothing changed. Now, that kind of sounds good.